Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Broadacres, our highly unrealistic series set on the Australian 16 times map. Now then, our orchard is doing just fine here. I got no idea how much money we're actually making from this orchard. We've got our orange trees on one side and our apple trees on the other. There must surely be something that will tell us how much we're earning from these. Is there? Well, it's not from there. Let's take a look in this. I see. It'd be income. So, new fields have cost us $50 million. And construction costs, sold buildings, $3,000. Property income, $1,760 so far today. So, I don't really know how much they earn. It doesn't actually say anywhere how much they earn. So, today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to, first of all, I want to get some fuel to our Russell Mash combines. So I need to first go and get some, I need to find a trailer for the fuel. So if we go to the custom road train pack, I think this takes everything. Yes, it does. I'm just going to go with a simple tanker B trailer on there. And I think we'll go for purple to match our truck. Although, no, of course we can, yes, we can do the hot pink if we want to. I'm not going to, I'm going to go for purple to match our truck. And I'm going to go for purple rims as well. We're just going to go purple all the way through. Wide tyres, we'll give it a trailer hitch, generic fuel decal Shell, Caltex, BP, I'm going to go for BP, and show fill type decal, two-tone and fill, let's go for that one as well. Let's buy, job done. Right. Now, there is no weekly question this week because there may be a significant change coming to this series sometime soon, and I'm not quite sure when. I didn't really want to say it any more than that. I'm deliberately being cryptic, purely because there might be some big changes coming, and I'm not quite sure when they will happen or how they will happen, and so I'm deliberately avoiding a question this week, and all will be explained at some point soon in the next couple of weeks. Just don't know when or how or any of the other details like that. So yeah, literally it's just going to be a wait and see type scenario for this one. Let me just come out through there. I need to find fuel. It's the next thing that we need to do. We need to get fuel so that we can get our combines running again. I've got the truck here. Oh, I think actually we can just go over to the garage over here, can't we? We can go to the garage here. We can fill up. Come racing in here. Look at me. I've got... Will this one fill up? Yes, it should do. We back up a little bit. And start refueling. There we go. Right, well, it doesn't like that. So, can I not refuel the trailer? Let me refuel my trailer. Maybe I got to get a little bit closer to the tank back there. I'm pressing fill. Pressing fill. It's absolutely not having it at all. The lorry is switched off, but it's not letting me refill this one. Maybe it's not... Maybe I need to have a special one to refill the fuel trailer. That's a little bit of a nuisance. This is supposed to be a garage right here. Let's go down to the south a little bit. There looks like there's another garage down there. There's a fuel cell point there. So maybe I can put fuel into this trailer, and then we can run it out. So I want to come down here. We got Aussie Veg right there. Is it in Aussie Veg? It is. Oh, there. It's fuel. There's a fuel tanker in there. There's a fuel tank thing in there. Maybe this one will fill up. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work or not. So I can bring that one in over to that side. Come in around there like that. And, right. Are you going to let me fill my trailer? You'll let me fill the front bit? Seriously? You're not going to let me fill the trailer? I'm bringing that over. Why isn't it letting me fill the trailer? Oh, maybe I've got the wrong one. No, I haven't got the wrong one selected. This is redundant. This is a fuel trailer. It's supposed to take fuel. Look, let me go into here. Refuel is R. Yes, we know that. Tip side left. Oh, maybe it's the tip side. So if I go tip side right, and then I try. Right, it's definitely not liking that. Let me try turning the engine off a minute. And then we go refuel. That's completely full. It's still doing it. Lower ladder, open fill point maybe? Lower ladders, open fill point. It's still not liking it. Tip side right. I first need to fill the tool. This makes no sense whatsoever. Now I've got it to there. Right, so now it should... It's not going to unload here. It's not got anything in it. Why won't you fill up? Okay, new plan. We're going to try the toll trailer instead of the custom road train trailer, because it might just be that it's something to do with the trailer rather than anything else. So this is a fuel trailer, specifically a fuel trailer. So we'll see if this one actually works rather than the other one. There may just be an issue with the other one not working. We know that it works with water. It definitely does water, but maybe there's something about the map or a conflict with that mod or something that is stopping the fuel from filling up. So I'm going to run this one over to the BP garage, not the BP, the Shell garage over here, and we'll see if this one will actually allow us to fill. It should do. So let me just stop there a minute. There we go. See that elegant stop there that I did? I thought that was quite beautiful, really. It was controlled. It was simple, perfectly safe. Obviously, it was completely 100% safe. So let me go. It's filling! Okay, there was something wrong with the custom road train pack. It didn't like it. I don't know why. Quite frankly, I don't care. It's now working. That is all that matters. So we'll take the toll trailer and we'll use this one. So we want to go round to the four Russell Mash combines. We'll go running around to those and we will fill them up with fuel. Once they are filled with fuel, those can carry on, and then we can go and we can get an auto load log trailer and we can deal with that. We're now full, so if I just go and make that one a bit bigger, and then I go to there, and then I jump in over here next to this one, I need to just do that. Now, I don't think you can overload fuel with this one. Let's just have a look, but I don't think you can overload fuel. I think you've actually got to go to the combine in order to actually refuel. Just jump round there, and then go into the combine. If I can get to the combine. I'm running very fast. I want to try and do this without having to stop or slow down. Right, I can start up. It doesn't seem to have... Oh, now it's going to tell me that I can't refuel from the trailer. It's going to be the next thing. Although it's 0 litres and it's still actually running. I'm quite impressed with that. Right, I can't run there. Higher worker, lower header, stop engine. It's not letting me move it. Mainly because I think it's completely run out of fuel. Right, I can't do anything there. So now I'm starting to wonder if this truck or the trailer is the wrong one. If there's some reason that I can't unload straight into the vehicle. There's probably something horribly wrong with this one now, and that we can't use it for refueling our vehicles. And I'll bring it in a little bit closer and see if that will make a difference. And it might. You never know. And also, I'm not sure where we would unload from. I mean, it does look like there's an actual pipe on that side over there. So maybe that's got something to do with it. You know what? I'm going to slow me down. There. Right. So, yeah, it looks like... Oh, no, that's not a pipe on the side. That's just a nothing. But it doesn't look like there is a way to actually refill this one. Ah, there we go. So I just needed to be a little bit closer. That was all. That was the only thing that needed to do, was just get slightly closer than what I am right now. Let that one start up. As soon as he's done, as soon as he's finished refueling, we can then back up a little tiny bit and sort of. If I'm gonna end up just being. You know what? It doesn't matter. We can just start from here. Given the size of the field, I don't think it's going to matter that we've got just a little tiny bit going in there. So I can come over and I can grab you, and we can go to the next combine. Where are you? I need to just get rid of that one a minute, and we want to go straight down over here to our next combine. Right, so I'm not sure how close I've actually got to be in order to get this to work. If I come right up behind it, that's probably... I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's try. We go up onto here. I press... Oh, it is going to work. Ideal. Excellent. That is fantastic. So I can just start you up again. And I'm not even going to bother moving. I'm just going to leave that little tiny bit in the middle of the field. I apologise for those of you who find that kind of thought rather distressing, that I'm leaving little tiny bits behind, but I stand by my decision. I'm just being lazy. I can't be bothered to move it. And we can go to there, and I should have one more on the south side of the map. Helper I has a nearly full grain tank. Now, where is the next one? He's all the way over here. We got one there, and then we've also got one over in the bean field as well that we want to get to. And I completely forgot yesterday to add in my 4 conveyor belts. I keep forgetting about doing the 4 conveyor belts, so I will do 4 conveyor belts today. It might just be that we don't do 4 conveyor belts every day. It might just be easier if we just say we'll do it whenever we remember. So I'll do the 4 conveyor belts in just a minute. So if I jump out there and get this one going, there we go. Press R, there we go, it's refueling, and while that was refueling, let's buy our 4 conveyor belts, and we can get those in place. Actually, no, back, it's these over here, it's the modded, I got a horrible feeling that the ones that I bought last time, no, I got the wrong ones. I bought the wrong ones. Last time I bought the wrong ones because I got some mod ones, and yeah, see, it has to be the mod ones in order for it to work. And I went and bought some of the standard ones. I bought a whole load of them. Oh, that's really bad. I'm going to have to get rid of these now because these are all the wrong size. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Right, so we've had a little bit of a setback with our conveyor belts, and that means that I've got to sort of everything I did last week, I think, is now completely obsolete and useless because it's gone right back down to the low value. Even one wrong conveyor belt in our whole lineup means that it's not going to work. So I'll go there, and then I need to go up here, and I need to make sure I get the modded ones. This is the ones we need. So I want 4 of these. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There we go. Right, so we've got those 4 there, and we'll just come back out a minute, and if I make the map a little bit bigger, yes, the line of conveyor belts has reduced drastically. That is unfortunate. There's not a lot that we can do about it. We won't worry about it too much. So let me just back up. I'm going to back this one up a little bit. I don't know if I can back it all the way up. There we go. So we've done both. We've actually completely filled in the area, and we've also done the other option. Right. We go over and grab you, and then this one now needs to teleport over into field 6 in order to refuel this combine in here. Make that map a little bit smaller, and we come round and we go to this one. So we don't use a huge amount of fuel in these combines. We use a little bit, but not a great deal, as you can quite plainly see. It doesn't use very much at all. We just bring that one in there, and it's not close enough. That's terrible. Right. We come back over to you, and if I bring that one over like that, and then I'll back it up a bit so that it's a little bit tighter to the combine. That should hopefully there be close enough. I want to go around the other side of the truck. There we go. And now it's close enough. Right, that's brilliant. I need to now go back to the first big bud that we've got, our marker that we've got in the yard. We wanted an inexpensive vehicle to sit in the yard that wasn't going to take up a lot of space, so we went for the big bud. That was the only sensible choice that we could have taken. And now if I make that one bigger, and then we go to there, and I jump that one down there. Perfect. Absolutely perfectly lined up. And then extend that one out like that, and we can get this one locked into place. There's the first one. A little bit further, bit more. There we go. Right, so we got one of them done. Now I need to actually, I'll just go to that tree harvester there at the moment. We can go round, we can jump into the second one, and we can teleport this one down. F11. Gotta make sure you press the right buttons. And jump down to there. Right, that's pretty close. So I start moving this, and I'm just going to roll this one up, and all I do is extend it out like that, as fast as I can, and then, which way? Oh, I need to just lower that one down, and then it should be able to just run straight into place. And that's the next one in. Just bring it up a bit more and connect. Right, so we've got 2 of them in. Go to you, 2 more to do, and then we've done our 4 for the day. I may not do any next tomorrow's episode. I'm not really sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But we're actually quite a ways behind. I mean, I think we should sort of be up here somewhere with our line of them. I mean, well, actually, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be. I mean, yeah, it's going to take us a very, very long time to be able to get this conveyor all the way up. I mean, ideally, we will eventually be able to just get a trailer, empty. Actually, I'm thinking that maybe we could sort of back it all the way over underneath one of the spouts from the grain, and literally when we want to fill the pigs up, we just start it up underneath the grain under there. and it will then go onto the conveyor belts and it will run all the way up through into the pig's trough. Whether that would actually work or not, I'm not sure, because obviously once the conveyor belts are full, there's a whole lot of grain that the pigs have got to use up before anything else can happen. And I'm not sure that's really going to work out. It might not. I really don't know at the moment. Just put that one in place up there. There we go, another one. And join you on. Right, I got one more to do. Get back through there. Grab this last one and we'll run it down. Right, we've at least done 4 for today. And it does mean that the ones that we had in place last week are gone. So we're actually further back than we were last week. But we've at least got some in place. So I do feel that we've made a little bit of progress, even if it hasn't been very much. We just run round here. That combine should be full. That one can carry on harvesting beans. I've got 2 combines that are almost full of corn. So we'll have to take those back to the store in a minute and empty those out completely. Because the pigs are now full. Pigs are completely full of grain. Well, not all the grain, but they're full of corn. You take a look in here. See here, I mean, water, they do need a bit of water soon, and we want some soy. Actually, I can take the soybeans over and I can empty them out there. Corn is full. We're on 6,000 pigs. We want to get to 25,000 pigs. I want to do a bit of potato harvesting. We're coming to the end of the day very soon, so we'll be doing potato harvesting now soon. Actually, quite sure when we're going to do it, but it's going to be very, very soon anyway. We just make this one a bit bigger, and we'll jump this one up here so he's out the way. We can drop the trailer there. And then we can go back over to the shop, over to our marker over there, the big bud marker, and I can make that one a bit smaller there. And we go into here, we go into forestry equipment, and down through here. I've got lots and lots of different trailers. Almost all of this stuff is on Modhub. That one's not. No. Which is the one up there? That's the one that I'm after. There should be a link for this one in the description. If there isn't, let me know and I will add it in. We want wide tyres. I always like to have wide tyres. It makes no difference whatsoever on this one. I mean, ordinarily, I suppose, in real life, if you're trying to be realistic, it would make a difference. As you can see by the state of the truck that we've got here, we're obviously going for complete and total realism. Absolutely 100%. Otherwise, you know, we'd be driving around... We would, if we weren't going for realism, we wouldn't be driving around in a truck like this. This is as realistic a truck as you're ever going to get. I personally have built several trucks like this, and so I know that it's realistic. I mean, yes, technically, this is a little bigger than the ones that I've built, but it still does the same thing. Still goes broom broom when you drive it around the room. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing that much at my own jokes. That's just bad, but still. I've wanted trucks like this for years. I really have. Every single time as a kid when I was making Lego trucks, to be able to drive one round for real, that would have been just so cool. This is about as close as I'm ever going to get to making that dream a full realization. So I'm quite happy with that. I am. I'm genuinely pleased with this. Now, where is our logs? We had a whole load of logs here somewhere. I chopped a load down. I remember doing it in yesterday's episode. They're down over this way somewhere. Because, yeah, we start... Oh, there they are. We're right here, right next to us. And now, of course, we'll find out that this truck won't turn very well with this trailer or something equally redonkulous. So let's just get across the tracks here, and then we can go on here. So we've got start, unload, we got left side, fast and test. Start, auto load is just B. We just press B. We're working on the left side at the moment, so you press B to select start load, and then we should just be able to come along and... start the logs loading. There we go. Now, the one thing that I will say with the autoload trailer, it's absolutely fantastic, except that you cannot do it while you're driving along, because it drops the logs into the air and then it takes them a while to sort of register and then start falling. If you're standing still, if you're not moving the truck when you do it, it's fine. It doesn't make any difference. But if you're moving, they start to move out the back of the truck and you end up losing your logs, which is a little bit of a nuisance. And also finding the point where they're picking up is also can be a little bit of a problem. It's on auto load at the moment, but it's not picking up those little ones down there. It doesn't seem to like them. It normally does. It's normally got no problem picking up medium or shorter logs. Although I think there is actually a limit on the size of the timber that it will pick up. It's something to do with like the size of the log or something, because you'll notice that it's the very small ones that it doesn't pick up, and there is a particular limit on those that the program won't pick up. And I don't know what it is. I don't actually know what the full limit is. Doesn't really matter. So let's swing on round here. Oh, it just picked one up. Okay, it did get one of them eventually. And if I start up here, it's going to pick up those long ones, and it will drop those in place. See, it really is difficult to tell where it's grabbing them from. I think also 11 meters is too long for the program to pick up. I got a horrible feeling that all of our 11 meter ones are just too big for it to grab. Yeah, it does look like it. Why aren't you picking any of these up? I got loads of logs here. Have I not got it on? Start autoload. You know, that would probably help if I switch the autoload on. That would make a significant difference if we actually had the autoload running while we're running up and down here. That might actually help us pick the logs. And you can see there exactly what I mean by when you're moving along. It drops them in the middle of the air, and then it makes it really difficult to actually get them lined up. I mean, once they're on there, it is absolutely brilliant. But we do have a little bit of an overhang on the tail at the moment. We'll be alright with that. We'll just go on a little bit further. If I can just get one more lot, I reckon we can drop them in there, and we can chuck some straps on really quickly. A bit more. Can I get those two? There we go. Right, let's chuck some straps on there. Take those off. Put them on again. And right, I'll stop the auto load as well. So we've got the auto load is loaded up. So then we can swing this one round and we'll unload. I'm not quite sure we're going to unload first. I think we'll take this first load and we'll just tip it over just like that, because why not? You know, it's definitely the best thing to do is just tip the load over on its side, because we don't want to do anything else with it. Frithgar, you really do need to learn to drive properly. And then of course we've got this one, which just this floating this. I was in stitches because I had the whole tree sat on top of this thing to start with, and it wasn't going anywhere. It was just sort of hanging around. It wasn't moving. I couldn't, no matter how much I took. Oh, now it'll come off. It didn't matter. No, now it's going to wedge in there. It's not going to do anything at all. It's going to let me move properly. I've spilt logs everywhere here. This is really not the way to do this. I wonder if I can pick this one up. Usually, these trailers do actually straighten up fairly quickly. Well, I didn't like that. Let's try this again. We'll try ramming it at full speed. It's going to work. Nope. Doesn't like that either. So we'll try lowering this one down, and see, I'm going to sort of lift it out like that. I'm wondering if that might even that might be a little bit better if we can sort of poke it out like that and then lift. There we go. Brilliant. It works. Completely realistic. That is exactly how you would do it in real life. There's obviously there's no question that is exactly how it would work in real life. Just you seriously are trying to go over again. I'm barely turning the corner. I'm like almost dead straight, and it's still trying to go over again. This is ridiculous. It is so top heavy. I mean, I've noticed this before with these types of trailers. They are really, really top heavy. It's so difficult to get these just absolutely spot on. You know what I want to do now? I want to take this one up the long run. I want to jump this trailer. I want to jump this trailer and see if we can actually get it properly airborne, because look at the way that it's swaying. I don't think we'll even get it down the track. We'll drive this along the top and we'll get this one lined up so it's ready, and in our next episode we are going to jump this trailer if we can get it down. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get it down there. I reckon it's going to be swaying around so much it's going to topple over before we get down to that end of the map, but it's definitely going to be worth a try. Just to see what will happen. Then we're going to get it back up here. I got a feeling that I'm going to have to drive it all the way back. So don't think I can teleport when it's full of logs. Yeah, that is the only downside, is I don't think it will teleport while it's full of logs. But we come on round there, and I mean you can see just how much it's jumping around. There we go. Right. You know what? I think we've got time to do that this episode. I think we can do this now. We'll bring it back next episode. So we just need to keep it straight. This is the important thing. We've got to keep it dead straight all the way down there, and then we can do the jump if we can. I'm really hoping this works. This is going to be brilliant if it does. And it also, this one has got more chance of epic failure than any other. Ooh, better idea. Let's just waste the logs. We're going to unstrap this while it's in mid-air, and we'll see what happens when it lands. We'll take the straps off while we're in mid-air. Just actually, maybe just as we... No! 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 Don't go over! Don't go over! No! 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 Oh, that was... I just... Oh, that was so bad. That was so... I literally, I was just right there. All I had to do was just correct it a tiny little bit, and it didn't like it at all, did it? I wonder if we can straighten this up. It's got the straps on there. I don't think it likes it with the straps. I think it's just going to leave the logs right where they are. It's not going to work properly. We've also lost a whole... I can't believe that. Right, so that has failed fairly spectacularly to start with. We'll have to give this another go. So if I go there, and I'm literally just going to drop it in right next to where I am and see what it does. There's all my logs. Right, we have to try this again. So... now bring this one over. We're gonna I'm gonna need to do this from out in the track, aren't I? So I need to get out into the field and then do it. So if I bring that one in a straight line up there, that's kind of in roughly the right direction, and then I can teleport over into the actual road there. Oh, brilliant! It actually worked. Miracles never cease. And then we try that. Right, now I've got to try and get all these logs loaded back on. This is going to be the more tricky bit. And obviously it's not going to be quite so good because they're not going to be stuck out the back. We can still try. It is at least loading them. We do have that to be thankful for. Back up a little tiny bit. We're going to have to go slow here. It's going to make these logs do some fairly weird things, I think. Some of them are not going to want to load up properly, but they all seem to be on there. So now all I got to do is get the straps in place and then get the other ones loaded. So if I take those straps off, and then if I change sides, I need to bring this one up. Stop autoload. And then we will change it over to the other side, which is the right side, like that. And then I can start the autoload again. And then it's going to drop them out that side, of course. Why wouldn't it? So if I change left side and straps. Right. It's all strapped in place. This is ready for next episode. We're going to do this on next episode. This is what we're going to do. So when we start the next episode is we're going to try and jump this load. This is completely fully loaded up. We will take the straps off while it is airborne. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.